And we never go through we never get around the bullshit game of the clicking game. So anyway, we probably want to see the egg, right? Oh, maybe I could actually fix the. Interesting. Let's see here, camera, whatever. Maybe I could put the camera over here actually. Oops. That's a good question. I guess it won't. We'll have the problem that it locks the camera down, but it would have been nice if I could. Well, maybe I could actually do it like hack the planet as we do, right? As it bullshit things of these days. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. See if we can hack the planet. I guess I can. Maybe it needs to be turned around. I'm not entirely sure. This way. Does that work? That's a good point. Oh, we need to go. Oh, there we go. Right there. There we go. This seems pretty good, right? Let's see if we can. Have a keyboard over here. We don't have much. There we go. But of course, we have kind of a problem in regards to, it should have been a little more that way. We have like something I can adjust it with, maybe this one. I'll just adjust it with this thing. No, that's not what it is here. This one is kind of there. Oh no, there we go. Oh, come on. Well, yeah, that's maybe we can actually do it like this. Oh yeah, there we go. Does it show any? Well, maybe it shows a little. Let me go over that. There we go. I'm gonna just actually put it. No, not this way. There we go. Yubby dubby. There we go. So here we have another ostrich egg. Sad, the only thing that I didn't do was to. Here we have some of the shells of the top, sadly, and I broke it pretty quickly with a knife. Although the eggshell, if you want to use it afterwards, is not the most, it's but whatever. Anyway, let's get some ketchup going and some eating of the top, I guess. Or maybe some of the, anyway. But yeah, it went pretty, when it's not that hard to really, break it open. The problem if you want to actually keep the eggshell and use it for something, then of course, it's a little harder in regards to things. But you can pretty much just do it with a knife. So hopefully, I can see my computer here. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Okay, in regards of size thing and all that, how can we actually show the size of this? Do I have something that I can size measurement? Well, I guess you can see some batteries linked there, right? And maybe a spoon, of course, as well. I don't really have, Anderson plugs, but yeah, we love Anderson plugs, don't we? Everybody use Anderson plugs, right? Or something. But anyway, Anderson, let's try to get a small Anderson plug. I love those plugs. Here we have an Anderson plug. If you're going to do low voltage in regards of Anderson or of the plug thing, use Anderson. What is happening to the... Oh, didn't it actually... Oh, it didn't even show it. Give me a break. Oh yeah, some issues in regards of getting that. So anyway, I guess most people don't use, But anyway, if you're going to low voltage and all that, this is an Anderson plug. So that's the size thing, but I don't really have anything that I feel like is normal. You don't have anything normal? Well, I have a lighter, but I'm using the lighter to kind of fix that. Keep it fixed. Oh, maybe some centimeter measurement. Yeah, something in regards to this. Here we have some centimeters. Maybe that can do the trick. So that's it's a ruler. Oh yeah, a ruler. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, here we go. There we go. That's a ruler. Good. There we go. That's a ruler. Let's see if it actually shows the whole thing. Stupid me, why didn't I think about that? Anyway, Does it work? No, you can't really see it when it's... Let's see here. If we can put it over. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter, does it? Let's get going. You can see my hands, I guess, or whatever. Oh, yeah. Oh, we need some salt. Let's have some chili, if anything. We're getting low on salt, clearly. This salt thing here is... That's kind of a problem. I do have some other kind of salts, but... This is the bad salt. This is Himalaya salt, so we kind of... Yeah, are low on this. I don't know if I have some other... Yeah, well, I guess it's mostly bad salt. Well, some say salt is salt, but clearly that's not the case, you know. Some salt just tastes better, you know. But yeah, let's have some of this salt and hope that we don't have any. Well, we do have some salt and some water and all that. I don't want to put water in the egg. So let's just fix this and at least we get some salt. So yeah, these are, I bought like 10 ostrich eggs. Apparently you can get them in Denmark, apparently. Oh, that's a little salt here. Oh, I need some water as well, of course, when we have salt. And let's get on it. So I've soft cooked this like 43 minutes. They're usually like 45 minutes, but yeah. I did forget to turn that because there's not enough water in the thing that I'm making it at the moment. You can turn the egg around halfway and then it will cook the other side as well. I guess it's the best thing is that if it's actually totally submerged. But yeah, that's not always the case. Can we see? No, I can't see that. Yeah, so here we have some of the sack thing that's in it, and I use some of those to actually. It's easier when you need to knock it open and all that. You can just put it on that. It will keep it a little more to its thing. Okay, anyway, my brain is not working today. But because I kind of cooked it on one side and not the other side, we have soft apparently over here, which also include the white. And then we have solid over here, clearly, whereas the yellow is kind of solid over at that because I didn't turn it around. If I turn it around, I probably would have had a more consistent, but maybe a consistent result. But it's, you know, we still absolutely have some yellow stuff, you know. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, the yellow stuff. Oh. That's the best. That's the yellow stuff. That's the yummy stuff. Yeah. You also, again, you have some solid. It's not a little solid, a little more than a little solid. But we do have some solid. I wonder if 40 minutes might actually be enough. Again, that's a different size in regards to the egg, so of course you have to take that into consideration. But I'm still testing things in regards of the eggs. Like standard chicken eggs is usually 5 minutes and 40 seconds when they're outside. And not in a refrigerator or anything like that. Oh, can't see it or what? Ah, well, anyway. I'm going to pick some water. Yep. Yeah, apparently it's kind of hard to, sitting sitting in here and eating is kind of, would be nice if I could actually move the camera a little up. Oh, maybe I can actually. I even do like this. Uh-oh. I don't know. Is that going to work? I don't know. We'll try. But anyway, some ketchup and some salt, that's always good. Where's the salt? I just don't feel like my brain is with me at all. I don't know. Just all the things that is madhouse. I don't seem like you can see the egg, you know. This here, maybe. Yeah, clearly not the best camera angle. I see when they updates on the. I have some. What is this from? Is this from the yellow or is this from the? Oh yeah. So yeah, that's an ostrich egg. And I guess I have 5 eggs left or so. And I'm spilling it because it's I'm trying to get it on camera, right? But it's hard to eat like this, you know, like in over the board. Yeah, ostrich egg tastes a little different than chicken egg. It's not much of a difference, but there's difference, you know. Well, some pretty soft cooked, and there's not much yellow left, pretty much. And we take my, at least after testing it, my favorite ketchup. Tested 4 different kinds of ketchup. We'll just fix some ketchup in there. Good amount. I'll just stir it up. Some goody bee ketchup, which we still can't spell out, apparently. Apparently it's like proclaiming Danish, this and that and all that, using a French name. I guess it might have, I wonder if you know, if the guy maybe have come from, you know, maybe been a Huguenot or whatever they were called. Anyway, might not look so good, this thing here, but should be tasting pretty good, you know. I'll just take some water. You could also just, you know, in regards to fixing these kinds of, can I like maybe like, it's going to be really hard in regards of trying to get the camera out so I can get this egg a little closer to myself. I have the tomato thing. And when I was younger, I made this tomato thing with a lot of eggs. And it might not look so good, but it tastes absolutely amazing. All you do is just on the pan with a lot of eggs. And you don't want to hard boil them. And then at the end, you just fix them together and pour in ketchup. You can also, I guess, do it outside on the pan because it tends to, you kind of don't, you want the yellow to be soft, you know. As much of the yellow as you can be soft, you know, that's what you want. Oh, you know, it fills you pretty good up. Oh my, I need some water. The nice thing with these ostrich eggs is that you just open it up once and then you don't need to think about anything else in regards to that. If you sit with chicken eggs, you kind of sit like opening one after another, you know. And that's Very annoying. Yeah, I still don't have a perfect. I actually seem to have some yellow that is on the side. Now what that should have been some. Oh well. Oh, they travel from, I guess, Jylland or something like that to this place, you know. Now we have some good amount of white. And there's a lot of white on the side here. And we also have the skin bag here, which is like chewing gum pretty much. Well, in some sense at least. If you have like a good amount of that chewing gum or that skin here, you can just, you know, sit and chew a little, you know, chew, you know. But yeah, that's the package that the egg is inside. Anyway, I'm pretty much full. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't take that long, and then you it's a very concentrated food. Oh, what do you call it? A very heavy food, you know. I'll just have some more salt. Salt and egg and ketchup. That's pretty good, you know. Oh my. But yeah, I can already feel like I'm full. It's a very heavy food, you know. So and as you can see, there's more than enough food left, you know. So yeah, so if you can get an ostrich egg, you know, just try it out. If you have a family, you can just cook one egg, and you could just pretty much take a small soup thing, whatever, and just make people able to take things from it, you know, put it on the middle of the table. And if anyone want to try something, they can try, you know, you can have a whole family just having and using the same spoon to, you know, to fix you can take some yellow, you can take some whitish, you know. Yeah, and if you're worried, you can always give it 45 minutes. I guess, again, it depends on the size as well. But I guess, you know, if you don't mind hard-boiled eggs, you know, I guess you can just give it 45 minutes, you know. Of course, if it's a very big egg, you know. I've seen that some of them are clearly a lot bigger than I have. You might give it a little more, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty much done. Oh my. I think I need a break. But there you go. That's an ostrich egg, and I'm done. I'm pretty much done. It can be a little hard to eat a whole one. I think I need a break, and then I'll get on to the rest at some point. Yeah. Oh my. I feel like I'm going to you know, break open. Yeah. I wonder if that's one of those foods that really actually makes you feel like that you're breaking, right? You know, and then, like some of these pagan holidays, like in the winter, Merry Christmas nonsense, which have not really nothing to do with Mary and Christ, and of course in regards to the diabolical mass of the Antichrist and all that. But anyway, I wonder if there's some of the things that you eat at that point that is filled with a lot of eggs, you know, because you feel like you get to this point like at Christmas where you're just breaking, you know, you're feeling like the stomach will break. So. Oh my. Oh yeah. So I don't know, like, why do they replay these things over and over again? It's like another retarded thing of the internet, of these diabolical bullshitters. It's like, oh well. Anyway, um. Oh yeah, I sorted out one of my players as well. Even if my brain does not seems to be with me, as see neocds.org. No, that's not it. The other one. That's some code. Oh yeah, and the microphone is working as well. Now you can turn it on. Great. So Amiga Pro Tracker conversion. Oh yeah, we was looking into some of those. Oh yeah, we were uploading. That's true. We're uploading for the web page. Okay. Okay, and the backgrounds as well. Let's get to the backgrounds. I just can't remember anything. I need a break. I need a break from it all. And I tend to be very bad at doing that. It's terrible. It's like incredible how you end up and you just feel like there's so many things and it just overwhelms you, and oh well, it is what it is. Okay. Switch to server. Would be nice with some coffee, Good coffee. Has to at least feel a little fresh, Why? How am I ever going to get those glass pieces out? Oh my. I don't know. It's just a very, very helpful society, you must say, that apparently just want to make us everybody sick, Yeah, I can't believe that we have a society that is so wicked, You would think that the society was a good society, a good foundation, and then you find out it's absolutely full of depravity. Murderous people, evil people. People that are so evil are walking amongst us. They're in our families. They're in society. They're pretty much everywhere. Just, yeah. Brain dead zombies. That's most of the people. Oh, hate speech, hate speech. Well, the facts, you know. Called facts. That's pretty much what it's called. Anyway. So what is happening with the sound? I don't hear any sound. Have the sound been turned off or something like that? I don't know. Doesn't seem to be any sound. We'll just try to. What's the sound? Player, microphone, yeah, but you know, you would think that it actually could figure out to go back to the sound when you turn it off, right? Maybe not. Yeah. Let's try to put in a jack plug thing, see if that works. No. Have we just totally lost the sound on this place apparently? Ah, give me a break. What is wrong with this world? I don't know, but it doesn't wanna play. Okay.
The Sacramentarian controversy.
Okay, we have the sound there, so it should also work over here. Let's see. Ah, the speakers are muted. Oh, you're gonna be kidding me. Like, why would the speakers be muted? Does it? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, so it automatically actually mutes the speakers when you put on the. Oh. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so it automatically put off the speaker and then you can turn them on, but it doesn't kind of doesn't turn it on when you put over the player. It's like, why would? Yeah. Okay. I don't know why it actually functions like that. You know. Maybe to show that it speak. Oh, in regards of issues with the speaker, but it's still like, yeah, I didn't see that. Okay. Player on. Now it actually did actually. So if it actually push it and then push it back, now it actually works, but it didn't do it before. It's just weird also that there's a. No, okay, maybe that's. Okay. Maybe like a red thing should light up or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I didn't see it. Let's try to hear what we have here. Should work now. We'll see. Yeah, it seems to work. So we're going to keep that one at least. Oh, I need to like adjust the volume thing. Yeah, let's see how that goes. It's terrible. Oh. Yeah, it seems to end when it pretty much ends, but it's kind of hard to totally see it at the end to if it actually stops before or it goes to. Let's see here. It goes to around B. Okay. Let's take the next one and see how that goes. Goes. So I'm going nearly to a buzz, closing up to a B. Let's see here. Or maybe that was too far. Give me a break. It goes a little quicker in regards of its. Oh. No. There we go. C9, D9, E9, F9, G9, A9, B9. And now I can't hear it. And B ends the thing again. And then it continues up, but it doesn't seem to be continuing on the... I guess it might be the same thing with the other one. Here got some of these files. Yeah. They can only do so much, although the sound pretty much for me is gone at that point. Well, this is a longer version. Let's see here. So here we are E, F, and G, closing to G anyway. G, and we're going for A. And at this point, I'm pretty much, I can't hear anything, but the sound should still be there. And B, and then it goes away. But it still continues. So clearly, it's the file that kind of is, not having the last thing of around B, or maybe it's the application. I don't think that. I do have the other computer where I could test the files in regards to the sound and how much they actually go up to. But yet this one actually doesn't even do 1600, I think. So we'll delete this one, I think, as well. That's also a longer. At least, they upload it to YouTube. I do wonder if they actually have like a kind of an original that you could actually download where this, where they haven't uploaded it to YouTube. Because of course, when you upload it to YouTube, you kind of, they kind of do that thing, right? And then of course you would kind of not get what you want because they would ruin the sound that you're testing with anyway. So let's see here if we can actually. So even if it looks like on YouTube that it's going to continue, it doesn't, if it's, I don't know, it's like people like, yeah, cool, right? Yeah, but if the notes are not there, if the sound is not there, visually it doesn't seem to be there. Then like, then what's the point? Oh, but this is for professional audio engineers and all that. Yeah, well, kind of doesn't make any sense if the higher notes is not there anyway. And you might say, well, you can't hear them in, you might not be able to hear it. Well, it doesn't seem to be visually there as well. So anyway, at least I'll delete this one. But I I think I'll take a picture. They do have a nice rainbow thing, but I think this will be the one that I delete. Oh yeah. Might actually be able to also eat a little more ostrich egg, you know? Oh, the microphone is still, at least on one of the applications, turned on. Okay, of course, we're trying to find the place where we can find the, oh yeah. Just my poor brain. My poor brain. Can't follow along. It's totally, it's like I'm here, right? And it does something for sure, but but it's I just don't feel like it's there. I feel like I've lost it. lost the things. Okay, let's see here. We can. I was like 1260. That's the maximum it pretty much does this test. Although that's pretty high still, you know. But after that, it just cuts off. So red, orange, yellow, green, and then it goes from teal, yellow, and then blue. Yeah, I think that's pretty nice in regards of how he made that bar using pretty much 7 colors: green, light blue, and then well teal. It's just weird with this, you know, because if you take the color spectrum, it's like, you know, you have red, you have orange, you have yellow, you have green. And from green, of course, it goes into the blue, but it goes into the light blue and then into the dark blue. And then well, actually, he goes into violet and then he goes into pink. That's that kind of actually, because as far as I recall, pink is actually just another form of red. But okay, I guess that makes sense. Well, it doesn't make sense in regards of, in regards to connecting it, maybe. I don't know. If you want to connect, but wouldn't you then start out as pink, you know? And that's not the lowest vibration, right? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how that works out overall. Like if red is the lowest vibration, right? What does it make pink, you know? Does pink still is still, how much vibration is pink, you know? How much would it be high or would it be low, you know? Let's see here. We can maybe actually check it up. What kind of vibration is pink? A very powerful and efficacious calming frequency. Yeah. This week's color therapy, blah blah blah. No, compared to red, you know. I kind of like a. That's kind of weird, you know. So they say here, it seems like they say that pink is with this, you know. Pink color is a combination of lower energy frequency combined with the highest energy frequency purple. Therefore, pink indicates the achievement of perfect balance between the spiritual life and the material existence. I'll give it a break. But anyway, so you put, but what vibration does it come? You know, it must be fixing some kind of vibration. So you take red and you take violet, I guess, and you mix them together. In regards to violet and purple, there are some differences as well in regards to that. But we're getting into, you know, some kind of pagan bullshit as well in regards to this. But you know, I do wonder what vibration is pink. You know, they must have a vibration of some sort. You know. So where is it? Well, kind of a weird color if you can't find it in the magnetic spectrum. I don't know.
Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. The Acolyte is the best thing to happen to Star Wars in decades. And I mean that, and I'm not trolling. And no, I haven't been smoking the ganja, nor did I get recently kicked in the head by a mule. I genuinely mean it. I wrote down all the reasons on a notepad here. And I wanted to talk about this for a minute because, when things are going crazy, and it's very easy to look at all the negative, a lot of times there's positive things out of it as well. I've always tried to say, even if you make a mistake or even if you did something that's really stupid, if you walk away with a really good lesson, then it wasn't so stupid. Now, ironically, none of the people at Disney or the showrunners and producers, none of them are learning the lesson. We're learning the lesson, and we're having fun while we're doing it. So I want to talk about all the good that's come out of this, because I think it's important. And I think it's a way to reframe the way you view things sometimes. So, number one, if you haven't seen all the media stories, the media stories are coming out and blaming everything on the fans for not liking this. And that's a good thing. Because what it does, this is number one, the 10 reasons, I'll say this, the 10 reasons why The Acolyte is good, the best thing to happen in Star Wars in a long time, and all the positives we can take away from The Acolyte. It's better than anything Disney's done since probably the original, like what would it be, episodes 1, 2, and 3, I guess? Is it distances media from the readers. It makes people distrust the media that much more. That's a good thing. Too many times people have read the news and they just believe it because the news, well, they tell the truth, it's the news. Only to later find out, the media and the news was lying to me.
Pretty much lying.
This creates a rift, a gap between audiences and the people writing this stuff. Audiences and the creators. Audiences and the actors. Audiences and Hollywood. Audiences and the executives. That's all good. Even audiences in the government. That's all good things. That's good. It means more and more people are waking up to distrust what we're being told by the journalists, or journalists as I call them, and the people in power. That's great. They need us. See, the government needs us for taxes. If they draft us, they need us to fight. If they want to stay in business, they need us to give them money. And they lost that message somewhere. They forgot that. And now, when they insult us, and they make fun of us, and they hate on us, they come at us and they're like, you need to give us money. Because if you don't, you're a bigot. If you don't, you're an Istrophobe. If you don't, you're actually the bad guy. And maybe a decade ago, people were like, am I really the bad guy here? Like, am I missing something? That doesn't work anymore. Now people laugh. Call somebody an Istrophobe. They'll tell you to F off, and they have a laugh about it. Because it's been overused. It's been burnt to the ground. And it's things like this screen rant, the Acolyte's backlash and review bombing, explain what's really going on. They say the Acolyte's diversity and representation have sparked controversy. Nope, that's not it. And nor is it review bombing. What's happening is they keep coming forward with a message that we're tired of hearing, but it's actually also really bad writing. This is really badly written. The story doesn't make sense. I've seen so many videos explaining how the story is wrong. They've screwed up canon in Star Wars. They've screwed up timelines. And it's hokey. It's cringe. That's why. And Disney's going right on saying the Acolyte is it's a success, everybody. It's a success. It proves the backlash and review bombing is confected, not reflecting reality at all. This is called gaslighting. And this is fine. Because again, it makes the average person that is not in the know, they say, well, these fans are awful. And then they watch YouTube videos. And then they watch, or maybe they watch the series themselves and they go, oh, this is really bad. That's one more person that doesn't believe Screen Rant or any of these other channels. From Forbes, the Acolyte's 15% audience score is very good audience scorers. Keep writing this. Keep it up, please. please, because again, it just makes people not believe in the news anymore. Let me see if I can pin that. Why does this not want to resize? Wow, whoever does the web coding for Forbes is not very good. Number two, the second reason why Acolyte is the best thing to happen to Star Wars in decades. The creatives are now blaming fans.
Så her på Kong Hill, og her på Kong Hill, der plejer der at være rigtig.
They hate us. Let me bring up this right here.
Hell.
Star Wars lead actress Amandla Stenberg just put out a song about how oppressed she is. This is a young woman that is half white, and she's been involved in Star Wars projects since she was 4. She's worked with and for Star Wars since she was 4. And now, because everybody doesn't like her TV show, she put out a music video that she put together in 72 hours to tell everybody how oppressed she is. This is awesome. This is like, oh, just let me just snort this excitement right up my nose. She's out in the street, dancing around and saying how oppressed and how put down she is. These other creatives, the people that make the Acolyte and all this other stuff, they say it's misogyny and it's all the isms and phobes and
yeah, well,
these
what
people
else? We
just
can
don't
waste so
understand
much
us.
time on
Please
listening
keep
to the
going with
bullshit, and they keep on going. It's just going one way, of course, of promoting satanic nonsense. There's only one way to everlasting life, and that's just through Jesus Christ. There's no other way. So that's just how it is. Anyway, so we had the tones, and we kind of took a picture, and then we wanted to kind of delete it, you know. It's too long anyway. But clearly it's not doing what it should. It only goes up to 1200 and 5,000. Oh, sorry, 12,500. That's true. Come on. There we go. Next one. Let's see how we delete that. That would be, which one of them? Not even that big, you know. I think that maybe it was a little bigger. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Oh, for engineers. Like 45 megabyte for 35 minutes. Okay. I guess that's not much movement anyway. Move to basket. I would have thought it would be bigger. So now we have 3 left, and I need to sort out which of the 3 I want to keep. For now, at least. Next one. Well, we have 2 versions that, well, we have 2 of the pretty much the same one, although one of them is longer, and the question is, which one do you want to keep, right? And we'll see how far it actually goes up before we actually lose the... Probably going to around B again, you know. Sorry, D, no, B and D, but it's like B, no, DT maybe? I can't remember. See, B, yeah, it closes down at B, but it doesn't stop the, you know, it still goes on. So that was one of them. Let's try the other one here. Next one, yeah, okay. And let's see if it also goes to around B9, I think. B9, then it closed down. Yeah, B9 closed down. And it still continues to make, you know, seemingly something, right? But clearly not, you know. So again, it's the problem of the cutting off the... What about this one? Does it also cut off the same place, you know? See here. Oops. Yeah. So pretty much we have all 3 of them cuts off at that specific point. Again, I think it's the files. If I go in and say, well, let's see the vibration of it, yeah, it's around 6,000. It wouldn't be doing, if it's in between other things, like they wouldn't allow more vibrations because you can't hear it anyway, you know. But of course, it's kind of dishonest to say that it's actually playing it when it's not, right? So let's see here. Yeah, around 6,000 it rounds, and the same with the others. And around 6,000, and then it disappears, right? Yeah, but it continues. Okay, notes. This is a slower one, 6 minutes. I don't know if I should keep the slower version. It's like over double the slow, and it's like, guess it's nice. You can see, okay, this is an A, then we're going to a B. And again, when we get to around B9, it stops working. Again, it could be the player itself that won't go beyond that, but I don't think so. I do have some files that should actually go very, very high. Where do I have those? On the mobile maybe? Well, I guess on the mobile. Thinking. Do I have? That's a good question. Oh well, maybe we should just get some more egg. Think about. Yeah. Yeah, of course, just downloading them from YouTube might not be the best idea. I'm not sure if the player actually do play flag files. I'm not sure if I even have any flag files. Let's download a flag file. Download flag, was high quality flag file for testing. Let's try that. And we could also like have, well, here we have, well, download the music samples, yeah, whatever. High resolution music flag, let's go. And usually, as always, it's usually some bullshit music, right? Anyway, let's put it in the media folder. Oh, it's a zip file. Okay, we need to unpack it even. Wow, like I guess the old days. I guess, how much did you actually do that in the old days? Not that much, right? Did you? Because you know it was already packed. So written. Well, you did do have zip files, right? But so far, but like, what's the point of? Maybe, yeah. It's already fixed on so many levels. Anyway, I don't know if this player actually do flag files. I can't remember. I'm not sure it does. But we'll just try to. Flag. Where is it? have a whip in. Okay, well, oh, this is in regards to the backgrounds. Stupidity. Frags. Flag. What was the name? There we go. Okay, found it. Oh, we're in the background folder at the moment. Okay. So we also need to go to the. What are we going to? Oh yeah. Flag. Okay, found it finally. Upload. That'll be interesting. So we need to then go to the player. I'm not even sure it actually, even if it's a flag file. I do have other flag files that I can test that should, show the whole spectrum, I guess, of vibrations. But oh, we actually do see a flag file here. Ooh. It actually is playing a flag file. So let's see how much we, yeah. Might be getting a little over B, but it's. Let's try to. Okay, well now we put the sensitive to high. Apparently it was down low, which of course doesn't help in regards of things. But it seems like it actually goes beyond that. So it does seem to be actually able to, so it's not the player, I think it's the music sources that are problematic. Where did it go? I have full screen here and just follow along here. Yeah. So it's going past the B. Oh, there we go. It's actually going up to E10. Yeah. Actually ends up going pretty much the whole way up. I don't know if it's like. Tends to, well, I guess we can say it needs to redo it. It's not that long a file. Yeah, clearly it is able to go beyond. See, it's 22,000 kilohertz. Well, it is showing. So yeah, so the maximum I pretty much can see here is E10, so. Oh, here we actually have like more of a linear thing where you can see. Oh, it just didn't replay. It's just continued to play the next one. Wasn't this like repeat? Okay, it's the whole thing. I just wanted the specific song. Isn't that like a repeat same song apparently now? Anyway. Yeah, it gets up to E. There we go. E. E10. E10. Clearly up to the E10. Let's try one of these other ones. So yeah. Again, probably the sound. So it really only should say 20,000 to 16,000 or something like that, or even 60,000 is. Uh-oh, did we actually lose the camera? Oh, yeah, me close. because it was causing your phone to overheat. You can once again later blah 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 blah. Oh really? You can't even fix a mobile that, you know, like, oh it did, like it was overheated, you know. Oh, why was it overheated? Did you make a bad phone or something like that? Did you make a phone that just couldn't handle the little heat, you know? Did you make a phone that actually does overheat, like without, you know? Anyway, sick and tired of it all. Ah, so many. Like, make things work instead of all these bullshit things, right? You end up hitting with all these rubbish. Okay, now it's running. Let's see how far it goes up with this. Running some kind of. Well, apparently not now. Okay, apparently it turned the setting off. Okay, so move that forward. Okay, C9. Oh, nice. C10. Oh, right there. Okay. I found a feature where I can apparently see, you know, apparently it's called linear frequency thing. We have logarithm, and then you have mellow something, and then you have Bach, and then you have this linear thing, which apparently seems to have a wide spectrum or whatever, wide thing on the last notes. The C10, that's the D10, and the E10. Oh, yeah. There you go. So C, D, E, F, and then G, and then A, and then B, then it stops right there at B. So it doesn't even reach C10, you know. So it's just, yeah, B9. But clearly we can get C10, D, and E as well activated by the flag file. So yeah. So clearly these tests are not that good. Must be another place you can download. Let's see, B again. Yep, at the B9. Yeah, all of them closed down. Of course, we have the engineering thing, which I pretty much have deleted. I should look into if they have a link for an original file where the sound file actually works for this. And then figuring out if I want the 2.5 minute or the 6 minute run. Like 2.5 minutes seems to be kind of, you know, why would I need to further waste my time on things? And boom. And yet it still says it continues. I think he has an email or something like that. No. Apparently he has an email or a website for his YouTube. You know where to. Boom. Yeah, okay, so it's the same thing with pretty much all of them, and yet if we run this one, we clearly see that we go way past that point. Well, go into the C10, the CD, C10, DT, and ET. But of course we can't hear these things. Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay. Let's just delete that flag file again. Well, it's a little sample just to see if the player was actually able to go beyond, and it is clearly. So it is a problem with the human spectrum thing here. I'll see if I can find. Oh, YouTube. Oh my. And one here we have another. And another upload. I know people are so stupid, so they don't test things through, or I don't know. Of course, you're not going to hear anything, even if you're not possible to hear it. But if there's nothing, right? That's at least you won't hear anything. Again, blah 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 blah. It's like for HD definition version of this test, which might yield better audio quality. See, hearing test HD. Yeah, it's both of them don't really, both of your test stops at was like, what was that? At the B9. And what would B9 be? I don't know. Let it be, let it be. So what is B9? That's a good question. Well, B9 is a high note of some kind of thing, right? Yeah. In regards of vibration, no ideas or things. That's also in regards of stuff, right? In regards of what I was thinking about. Oh my. Oh yeah, it's around 16,000, I guess. Something 16,000. Let's try that again. So 16,000 hertz. I'm so tired. Boom, 16,000. So 16,000. That's like 4,000 hertz that it doesn't go through. Which apparently is B9. Yeah, so you shouldn't be downloading that from. Can we get that fly out? I'm getting tired of it. Oh yeah. I think we got the flies out. And those two. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's see. Feminism, violent, and unhinged. Oh well. So, kind of nice if we could actually find like a human spectrum in real audio, higher, higher, like for working, real working, not downloading it on YouTube. But again, you have multiple things, right? If can you hear ears hear it? Does your speaker actually able to do it? And is the source actually having anything in regards to it? Maybe I should just take a test from 20 to 1600 or something like that in the player. Can't hear 1600 anyway. So what's the point, right? Let's see if we can maybe find that on because that at least would be a real test if you get it from YouTube. What is that fun? No. Oh, Hezbollah threatens the country of Cyprus. Oh, whatever, yeah, that. Whoa. How old are you? Well, don't they just have a standard test to around 1600? Do they actually want to promote 20,000 when clearly it's not 20,000? Nope, apparently they want to make stereo test tone left and right by frequency 50 hertz to 1600, but we don't need this test left and right tone thing. We just need to test from 20 to 16 kilohertz. Is that so hard to find on YouTube? Guess it doesn't matter much. Like all of them, like, oh, up to 20,000 hertz. But as far as I know, all of them are fake because YouTube would not allow 20,000 kilohertz. So I don't know how that works out. So I would understand. Anyway. Oh, it's pretty cool. Sending one frequency to another, and where you actually have a kind of and it takes the same 430 hertz, and there we go. It moves. It pretty much transfer energy from one place to another. It's an interesting concept, isn't it? That you can actually send vibrations from one place to another, and that means, of course, you could send. Should be able to collect up the. This one is not good either, is it? It runs up to 1600, but probably the question is if it actually has anything in regards to the 1600. Oh well, anyway, you would need to find something not on YouTube. Anyway, it was interesting to test out. 2 teens tried to cancel a TikTok.
2023 marked a grim chapter in TikTok history, as a disturbing live stream left viewers shocked.
If any of you watched the live, I'm really sorry. That shouldn't have happened. You shouldn't have had to see that.
In an era where exposing and cancellations are at its prime, is it possible some allegations are made with the wrong intentions? That's allegedly what happened to TikToker Inquisitor3, and the public is outraged.
And so 2 people can let him do that. You two are disgusting.
Let's unravel the truth. His name was Vincent, a 23-year-old famed Italian cosplayer who was known by his over 100,000 fans on TikTok as Inquisitor Ghost or Inquisitor 3 for his striking portrayal of Call of Duty's Simon Ghost Riley and the Inquisitor from Star Wars. Little did he know, his last post would be in late September, in full cosplay wielding a red lightsaber. Inquisitor wouldn't make it past October 9th, and he made sure the world was watching his last moments.
Guys, I don't know if you know about something that is happening right now about Inquisitor 3, which was Inquisitor Ghost. He is currently done right now, live on TikTok.
The video was difficult to decipher at first. A dark room and a reflection on the glass in the background. That's until someone began breaking the glass. Inquisitor couldn't be seen in the video and the comments were turned off of the original live stream. So fans watched on, unaware and unable to speculate with one another. That being said, some took to their own pages to describe what appeared to be happening.
You can see some people trying to bring him back. He's on the floor right now. He's done.
After the ordeal, reports of the live stream were circulating with many trying to piece together the shocking situation. "Where's Inquisitor in his life?" one commenter asked. "The door was locked and Inquisitor took his life, and then someone came and broke the window to get in and did CPR. But sadly, he was deceased and it was too late," another commented, filling in some blanks. As for who that someone was, viewers theorized it was either a neighbor, a paramedic, or a friend who ran over after seeing his live stream.
Okay.
But it was too late. Fans were devastated to learn that Inquisitor had, in fact, ended his life during his live stream that day.
He has been pronounced dead.
Fans offered their condolences through moments of silence, a soldier's salute, cracking a glow stick, lighting a candlestick, and sharing art in memory of Inquisitor. Days later, fans noticed Inquisitor's content was scrubbed, and later his account was removed altogether, likely due to the chilling nature of his live stream days prior. Inquisitor's fans were devastated, and those who knew the truth were disgusted and angered.
And I wish the absolute worst on them for weaponizing their platform. He did not deserve this.
Sending one person down a dark path with a post captioned, "Revenge or Revenge." The last photo slide doxed Tito, a TikTok Call of Duty cosplayer who had a large impact in escalating the situation, revealing personal information about his whereabouts, workplace, family, relatives, and more. The post was liked nearly 300,000 times before it was removed from the platform. As for who Tito is and what his role was, well, for that, we need to rewind and introduce Tito's girlfriend, AJ. It all started when Inquisitor was accused of predatory behavior with 17-year-old AJ. Her connection to Inquisitor? She was an editor who had worked on some of his videos. As for the details of the accusations, screenshots from March...
Oh, so she was, allegations of a 17-year-old? That sounds pretty good. What's wrong with that? Yeah, of course, people are full of bullshit these days. Of course, usually also come from feminism, You don't want a woman that is over 25 years old, okay? And if anyone tells you, even if he had, I don't know how old he was, but, any man should never get any woman that is older than 25. That's just standard rule. And of course, the best thing would be that she is actually a virgin.
Were circulating, showing
So who cares in regards of people can say whatever. I don't know why he took his life. Of course, he, clearly he was into the worldly things and madness, and that's usually a lot of people tend to do these days. We don't instruct our children in the truth. I guess we don't care about the truth, or many don't care about the truth of the grown-ups, and of course thereby the children do not care about the truth either.
Using endearing terms towards AJ, such as, "I love you so much," "honey," "I'ma marry you," and even on a more personal note, telling her his real name, Vincent. In another conversation with Diana, someone who knows AJ, she asked Inquisitor about his proposal to AJ. He allegedly responded, "Like, she's far away and too young. I like her, like she's my type, literally, but meh." Then Diana questioned if Inquisitor knew AJ's age, to which he allegedly responded, 17, 18, I don't really want to get in trouble. Diana boldly asserted. From the messages, it's unclear if Inquisitor...
Oh, is it like a woman or something like that? A feminist that is excused? Yeah, that's a typical thing, right? So, I wouldn't really, whatever. Women says a lot of things. I've also been called a pedophile by a woman I asked out. Because I mentioned in regards to the last time I saw her. Women are just full of bullshit. Don't listen to what women says. They're just full of garbage. Can't take them seriously in any way.
Knew AJ's real age and where he got the numbers.
I see here. Let's go a little back here.
Another conversation with Diana, someone who knows AJ, she asked Inquisitor about his proposal to AJ. He allegedly responded, "Like, she's far away and too young. I like her, like she's my type, literally, but meh." Then Diana questioned if Inquisitor knew AJ's age, to which he allegedly responded, 17, 18, I don't really want to get in trouble.
Well, why is that when it gets trouble? Who cares? I guess there's some other rules in regards to that, but I think the legal is just, of course, there's more bullshit in regards to Denmark. I think the legal age in Denmark is like, I actually thought it was 16 years old, but I heard that it actually is 15. Like, I actually, I'll just see if I can look at that legal age, because I actually got that information from someone I kind of distrust in regards to his information, and he so yeah, legal. Oh yeah. Um, okay. Yeah. Okay. Apparently the but you can only it's like incredible. You can have sex with her right when she's 15, but you cannot marry her before she's 18. Which is like, what is he really talking about? As far as, and actually that's also some information I might need to. When can well no Danish of course. Apparently. So it's okay to apparently have sex, which you should only have after marriage. But it's okay to do before you get. Yeah, I was like, what is these bullshit rules? Like doesn't make any sense. Of course, it's the typical world.
Diana boldly asserted. From the messages, it's unclear if Inquisitor knew AJ's real age and where he got the numbers from. It's also worth noting that in Italy, where Inquisitor resides, AOC is 14. But generally, many still view this as too young. As for AJ, her whereabouts are unknown, so we don't know her AOC laws. But did Inquisitor mean the messages in the way they were being interpreted? And if he was misinformed of AJ's age and thought she was 18, there would still be a 5-year age gap, aligning with his alleged statement calling her too young. And how did this all come to light anyway? Well, the old messages were brought back to light in mid-September when screenshots of conversations were sent to a Call of Duty cosplayer community Discord's moderator. One of the mods, Jay, informed Inquisitor that these supposed messages were showing Inquisitor in a questionable light. Jay was gentle with the conversation, introducing the topic as problematic things brought to his team's attention.
Give me a
the
break.
screenshots that were shared to the community, Jay added that the conversation in question seemed really off, and they didn't believe they were getting the full story. So Jay reached out for more context. Before ending the message, Jay told Inquisitor the Discord moderators didn't plan on taking any action just yet, not before getting his side of the story first. Confused, Inquisitor asked what the problematic conversations were about, and that's when Jay first shared the news with him. They were accusing you of pedophilia.
Give me
Inquisitor
a break.
vehemently denied the accusation.
So he talks about with a 7-year-old woman. 17 years? Are you kidding me? There must be some feminist bullshit women and all that. They love accusing men for all sorts of stuff, whatever. That's very sad. This was what I don't know if this is the thing that actually makes him take his own life, but I don't know how old he is himself, and of course, in regards to being a man, it doesn't really matter in regards to how old men are. So, you really shouldn't allow yourself to be affected by women bullshit and the bullshit attacks, It's
The allegations.
I don't know why people really are accusing me of this. Well, because women are full of demons. Well, I'm certainly not a pedophile. I have a 13 years old sister and 3 little brothers. How could it even be? Yeah, it's just, false accusations as usual.
Even pointing out that he has younger siblings.
Even if, in regards to a 17-year young girl, or old girl, that doesn't sound bad either, it sounds pretty good. If I had if I had a wife that was 16 years old or something like that, I would love snuffing it in the noses of the older feminist bullshitting women, Or if you have a young girl that you want to marry and all that and live your life with and all that, and again, if you find a virgin, keep, the idea is not to dump her, the whole idea of marriage is to stay together. And you don't need the government either in regards to bullshitting around. But if you have like a 16-year young girl and all that, let's stick it to the noses of those satanic feminists, or whatever. Well, let them burn in their disgust and their vile, anyway, yeah, just full of demons. That's what they are. Don't listen to these satanic women. They are absolutely mad. Um,
Not a Jay highlighted the conversation had been with the 16, 17-year-old, but
there are
added,
old screenshots that claim you're flirting with 16 or 17-year-olds. Now, me and the whole mod team don't feel like these are accurate or playing the whole story, which is why we reach a give me a break. So he was flirting with 16 or 17-year-old girls. So what? I was like, so what? Like, you don't have any on 15, you know? Like, some women are pretty, it depends in regards of the age, of course. Or sorry, it depends on there. But some women are very, what do you call it? Very much, there's a little difference, of course, in regards of when they get to that age of, but some women are clearly already fit for things at that point. So, yeah. And of course, if you want a virgin that hasn't played the whore, well, then, that's, they only get younger and younger in regards of playing, running around and playing a whore. So if you actually find a good wife that you can be, a good husband that she could be with from the very beginning, that would, kind of be the better thing as well.
now me and the whole mod team don't feel like these are accurate or proclaim the whole story, which is why we reached out.
16 to, are you kidding me? And again, he's like, are you tagging him for because he was just talking to 16 and 17 years old? You gotta be kidding me. I would have, but of course I would probably just have been banned, right? Because that's what I tend to do for speaking my mind. But why are you kidding me? Like, I was like 16, 17. So what? What do you like? What is that for you to you? 16, 17. Like, yeah, old women. They're only like 16 to 17. They're still on the upward. They reach 20. That's where women reach their peak of fertility, and then it only goes down from there. There you go. So, okay, did you actually see these things, or they're just saying this because they hate me somehow? Some people reached out and told me that there are some kids trying this thing to everyone. I don't even know why the administrators would waste time with like 16 to 70 years old. He doesn't sound like he's that old himself. Let's say he's 24 years old or something. He sounds like he has some sisters and all that, right, that are younger than him and blah, blah, blah. So let's say he's 24. I don't think he even is 24. But, so what? Like, the age gap is what? Pretty much nothing. Oh, you talk to 16 to 70 years. Again, how old is he himself?
Jay
But
actually
again,
over
it's just bullshit anyway.
allegations, the spiteful creations of someone opposed to him.
We're not talking about we're not talking about like girls, right? Young girls, right? 16 or 70 years old. They're teens. They're probably already bleeding and all that, and the hormonal thing, and they probably also want to be with boys, right? And they should find a good husband. So give me a break with the bullshit.
He noted that DM evidence was shown, but he felt the conversation was missing context. He also reminded Inquisitor.
I was like, so I was talking to 16, 17, so what? I would just like, so what? Like 16 years, you think that's too young or what? You have a problem with me talking to a 16-year young? Or you're flirting, so what? Oh, but we can't believe that you would be flirting with a 16 years. What? I'm 14 years old, although I pretty much don't have the, but like, I would, it's like, so what? If she's like, if the woman is fit, in regards of, then so what if she's 16 years young, That's pretty good, Anyway. It's not like we're talking about like a 9-year young girl, like that. It's like what is pedophilia in their understanding, right? It's just because they don't want the men to actually take the fertile young girls, because the older women, that's at least some of those that use these tricks of calling people pedophiles. Now the ones that I actually, or the woman that I was called a pedophile was 2425, And why was I called a pedophile by her? Did we lose the battery or something like that? No, we're still going, apparently. I don't know why I'd want to close down the screen. That's, of course, the typical bullshit of just automatical doing stuff, right? But yeah, the woman that claimed me as a pedophile. Now, she didn't directly say it to me. Of course, she had to go to her brother, which I know, and tell him that, that apparently I was a pedophile, or accuse me of pedophilia. Now, he didn't think that that was actually, and of course it's not, but it's like bullshit. But I guess this woman wants to be a cat lady instead. I just invited her out, and told her last time I remembered, that I saw her, right, And apparently from that, she apparently just made this satanic soup that, oh, you must be a pedophilia. I guess that's why I'm contacting you now that you're 24, right? It's like, it's just, yeah, because, I wouldn't have done anything right in the past if I was actually a pedophile, right? Anyway, it's just stupid, stupid bullshit of women, and women have lots of bullshit. It's just standard, pretty much. Women are full of bullshit, and then you also have the beta bobs that just follow along with that bullshit. So if this guy actually killed himself because of this bullshit, it's just sad,
The screenshots were from March. Confused, Inquisitor asked,
Now these screenshots are quite old and speaking much. Who cares? 16 years old,
Can I see them?
So it's like, he flirted with some woman, like, and they were 16 years old. Oh, give me a break, like 16 years old, like it's teens, like, when do you actually become 14? Like 13, 12, 12, so 13, 14, 15, 16. Anyway, whatever, it's like 16 years old woman,
Inquisitor was baffled, trying to explain himself. Bruh, AJ was my editor, and I treated her like that because she used to make a lot of bits for me. It wasn't like that. When Jay asked whether he knew she was under 18, Inquisitor didn't seem to know, responding, "She is? I don't know."
I don't care. 16, you told, you were like 16 years old. Like, she's not a little baby, It's like, give me a break.
Insisted his messages were misconstrued kindness, and AJ never expressed discomfort with his comments. As for
I maybe I'm like, that, but, just own up to it. It seems like he might be trying to slide around something that, yeah, sure, I flirted with her. So what? She's 16 years old, or 17. That, like, how, and again, how old is he himself, Like 20? I think about it, he might be like only 20 years old or something like that. He seems to be apparently, oh, that's weird. Well, anyway. I was like, give me a break. Like, he's probably 20 himself, or a little over 18 or something like that.
For the reason AJ would suddenly turn on Inquisitor, he theorized it may have to do with their sudden falling out. And I think that AJ got mad because I stopped talking to her, since some people told me that she wasn't a very good person. But then, the conversation took a dramatic turn. Jay explained. The short explanation was, you got quoted, and someone replied with, he's a pedo, right? Inquisitor responded, OMG, I feel so f***ing bad right now.
I'll give me a break with the pedophile bullshit, As they go a little back, and I think that AJ got mad, or that AJ got mad because I stopped talking to her, since some people told me that she wasn't a good person. Yeah, it was like drama, which again, like, someone saying this and that, and of course, you know, whatever. So anyway, this sounds like a lot of bullshit drama, pretty much, you know. I don't even get like, oh, she's 16 or 17. Oh, she's under 18. So what? Like, so a woman cannot have filled all the things when she's 16. Or, you know, I remember from school, you know, some of the girls you know, some of them are, you know, really ready, pretty much, right? Some took a little longer time. Some are clearly in the ready, you know. Anyway.
Mad because I stopped talking to her since some people told me that she
I think that AJ got mad because it stopped. Yeah. So anyway, but who's actually accusing him for it? You know.
wasn't a very good person.
Anyway.
But then the conversation took a dramatic turn. Jay explained. The short explanation was, you got quoted, and someone replied with, you know he's a pedo, right?
I'll give me a break. Are these people taking this thing serious? You know. Like someone saying something on the internet, you know. Because there's so many, you know, people that are just full of bullshit, you know. Is that a... okay, so.
Visitor responded, OMG, I feel so f***ing bad right now.
Oh.
The plot thickened when Inquisitor shared his own evidence, a message from mid-September from a user named Tequila, who later admitted was AJ with a different display name. Just take a look at what AJ just sent me. First she faked to be some type of fan, and now she claims she didn't do The messages from Tequila read, OMG, hi, I love you, date me, joke. I'm not a minor. To which Inquisitor shut down immediately with, I'm not interested, I'm sorry. Tequila instead insisted they be friends, but Inquisitor stood firm. Not a fan on the way you acted, TBH. If you could please stop texting me, you'd be very kind. After nearly 9 hours of silence, Tequila messaged Inquisitor again, revealing she is AJ. I never exposed you, I just want to talk with you again. Inquisitor had enough and confronted AJ about spreading false rumors about him. AJ denied it, but Inquisitor said, so who's this? Paired with a screenshot of AJ saying, you do know that he is a pedophile, right? I got a lot of proof. She was caught red-handed, right? Well, not without a fight. I never said that. Diana is on my account. I forgot to change my password, AJ argued. Unconvinced, Inquisitor responded, bro, get a life. AJ continued to defend herself, but Inquisitor demanded AJ fix the situation, adding, be very careful on what you say, seeming to allude to the false allegations. AJ, confused or playing dumb, continued to question Inquisitor and suddenly dropped a shocking statement. I just missed you. I missed talking to you. But why would AJ, who was supposedly made uncomfortable by Inquisitor's previous messages, suddenly send messages about missing him and joking about wanting to date? Well, there's a story there too. AJ allegedly told her boyfriend, Tito, she was uncomfortable with the comments Inquisitor made while she was his editor. But it seems the comments from March weren't enough to justify the couple calling out Inquisitor online. Tito wanted AJ to get more compelling proof. It's not life or death crisis. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to keep flirting with him and see where it goes. If he starts to get intimate, then I will expose him. We just need better and more proof. From their conversation, it's clear AJ thought the screenshots she already had from March were enough, but Tito didn't agree. And his main goal was clear. Get Inquisitor canceled. Baby, we need a reason for him to get canceled. Flirting is one thing. Intimate texting is another. So, that's what she tried to do. Even later exposing that she did lie to Inquisitor when she
women
messaged
again, right? So they want to get him. So we have some women that wants to get him off and blah blah blah. Now, I'm not defending in regards to all the
low battery.
oh, just close off again. You know, it just keeps on closing off this nonsense. Hate these bulbs, you know. Need to get back to my LGV. Yeah, I need to get some screens for those. Fix them up and see if I can get back to my, you know, good LG V20. There's nothing wrong with those phones. Because all this new modern bullshit and what they do and all that is just getting worse and worse and worse. It's not my phone, it's their phone apparently. I pay for it, but it's still their phone. My boyfriend said I should get more evidence since the one I have isn't enough. And since Inquisitor had minor DNA on his DNA, I said I'm not a minor even though I am. Oh, give me a break, you know, with the bullshit.
in an attempt to convince him that she was over 18. Another DM also.
So in regards to even being a so-called minor, 16 or 17 years old, whatever, it's like some of these men that is getting hunted down for like, give me a break, they're just looking for a woman that actually wanna, So it's like, it's just all rubbish, But that's the world that we live in, right? Oh, you're pedophile,
showing
right?
AJ
Pedophile, give me a break with the bullshit. And women love using these things, Pedophiles, and all older women as well. Men that wants to have a young, be with a younger woman. In regards of like, that actually has some fertility in them, If he wants a family, for example, as many men does, right? They would like a family, they would like a woman that actually can produce children, right? Yay! And where do you find those? Well, they top at 20. That means if they're 30 or 40, it's like, boo-hoo, So, it's too late, So, of course, you wouldn't, as a man, choose a woman that is 30 or 40. That doesn't make any sense, okay? You people just, get some science up here, right? Instead of running with the bullshit demons,
with Inquisitor. Then, someone else joined in to fuel the
Like, how
fire.
far would I take it in regards of age, It depends, again. How does the woman look in regards of how much, is she actually... You can pretty much see in a woman body if it's kind of, and if she had also started, the bleeding thing and all that. She's, but yeah, so if you have like the body and the bleed, and if you find the right woman that just clicks and all that, who cares about the age? We're not talking about young girls, okay? We're not talking about girls that hasn't grown up, Like we're talking about, like big boot, some of them have, and very woman-like, all, at that point, 16, is they kind of tend to, yeah. So,
Against
like, you want to call me a pedophile, you just call me a pedophile, I don't care, Well, I guess I do care somewhat, right? But I think it's bullshit, It's absolutely bullshit. I think it's absolutely ridiculous to call, many of these claims of pedophilia. So he talked with a 16, even if he talked with a, first and foremost, it seems like she had lied, right? And said she was over 18. For the second, for the other thing is that also she was 16 or 17, then so what, And how old is he himself? 20, 21? Well, let's just say 24, right? But still, the gap is not that big, really, like much would have been much worse if like me, like 40 years old, have been talking to, and I wouldn't really like talking to a 16-year-old, okay? It's not like something that I would strive after and all that. But if I found the right woman and she was 16 years old, it would just be snuffing it in the noses of those stinking feminists, that is out there. That, those old hacks, who have taken an education, bullshit education, a bullshit career and all that. And now all of a sudden they've dried out and there's no more eggs for them. So they won't ever have children, or they will be, the chance of them actually getting pregnant is very low. And if they get pregnant, there might actually also be other issues in regards to, because he's an old hack, So, as a man, you never, doesn't matter what age you are as a man, you never pass 25. 25 is the max. You don't want to go beyond that.
Low battery, please charge.
That's just sanity. There's a lot of reasons why you don't want to go beyond that. You want to find a wife, and you want to have a fertile ground so you can get some children, and you want her as a virgin. That's the saying going around. No hymen, no diamond. Although diamond in regards of the ring, I don't know, whatever. Anyway,
Inquisitor, spreading these revelations like
Quando si militare notare nada però hapon sinidere.
wildfire in early October, after the influencer A.E. Keegs, also known as Keegan's Mask, exposed the private DMs to her audience.
Keegan's Mask began sharing these messages out of context in a desperate attempt to paint Inquisitor as a prep. The thing she left out, however, is that these were just enthusiastic responses to him finding that she had created so many edits for him in such a brief amount of time.
TikToker Bravo07, who is a part of the community with over 300k followers, also seemed to stir the pot.
And now I'm going to talk about Inquisitor Ghost. I've seen a lot of proof about this cosplayer, this content creator that always gave me the ick. He always seemed over the top. So full of himself. He followed me around 3 weeks ago. I wasn't alive, and he kept complimenting me like...
I guess this cosplayer thing is apparently dressing up as Satanist, evil, skeletons and all that, right, apparently. The world, of course, gone mad on so many levels.
That's so great and everything. So
I guess it's something that younger people do these days.
I followed him back because this friend of mine spoke to me about him a week prior, and I know a lot of tea about him already.
In fact, before Inquisitor's livestream, Bravo07 was seen posting videos like this. Inquisitor is back. My honest reaction because I know Keegan and I are doing to bring him down again. And dancing. Despite the messages between Inquisitor and AJ never escalating to
Like, what is this rubbish? You know, I just, oh, give me a break.
anything intimate, cutting contact with AJ months prior and adding MDNI, minors do not...
How's the thing, right? You know, having someone tell that this is not a good person or whatever. You know, she apparently made a lot of videos for this guy. So, you know, like, what did she actually do? Like, look at the work instead of looking at what people say, right? You know, oh, she's not a good person. Well, she just made how many videos for you, you know? So apparently she did a lot of work for him and helped him apparently on that. So again, it seems to be pretty messy, you know, in regards to things overall. And was she already with another man at that point or what? You know, it's like, anyway, just
not interact in
why
his
am I
social
wasting
media
my
bio,
time on
the
this?
community was still divided. Some people put the responsibility on Inquisitor. There are minors out there willing to lie and manipulate grown adults. It's the adult's job to ask for ID and have common sense.
Oh, come
I don't know why.
Hey, I need to see your ID, you know? It's like, oh my. Like, but he was a really bad person, so I don't know why
Everyone's
mourning over a pedophile.
Over a pedophile, while others didn't excuse AJ and Tito's behavior.
Isn't that a lot of proof? Baby, we need a reason for him to get cancelled. Yeah, I don't know. It's like full of bullshit. I don't know what is up and down on this story and all. Yeah, seems like a lot of drama bullshit. You know.
The girl said that she was over 18. People.
Yeah, so the girl said she was over 18, right?
Really need to stop pretending that.
And even if she wasn't, who cares? You know.
Being a minor.
Like 16, 17. Oh, that's a minor. Like, is that, oh, it's a minor in your butt, you know, in your head, you know? I don't know, it's like, it's not like minor. Like, what are you talking about, you know?
Exempts you from any and all accountability.
Like, it's like a 9-year young girl would be a minor, you know? A 16 to 17-year-old girl, a minor? It's like, what is wrong with you people, you know? There's already, you know, this, you know, of course, some women becomes more, before other and so forward, but you know, it's like, oh, give me a break. 16 to 17 years old, she's like 4 or 3 years for her top point of fertility in her whole life. Calling her minor, it's like she wanna actually
Low battery, please charge.
She wanna find someone before she reaches 20, you know.
Well, a couple kids just someone and they aren't getting charged. They were plotting this since March. This is premeditated manslaughter.
I wonder. I know in regards to this TikTok thing and all that, but yeah, I could go in there maybe and make something, you know, seeking young girls for marriage. Yeah, could probably be banned very quickly. Seeking young girls for marriage, you know. Man, they're just going to, because the thing is, you know, if you're not going to stand up for these bullshitters, you know, people will That's the same thing with the woman that actually turned me to the police and all that, right? And I just kind of made further stirred the pot. I should actually probably have stirred the pot on the internet in regards to my response, you know. But yeah, I don't take them serious, you know. Well, how old was this woman actually that I? Oh yeah, she was 24 as well. It was another 24, I guess, closing to 25, I think. And she was already looking old, you know. She had already been ruined by feminism, sadly. She looked, you know, when I found her many years ago, well, a good amount of years ago, I guess. And I saw her first time. I was like, oh, she looks actually and sounds pretty cute and all that. And I thought she would actually be liking children, which because you know I found actually out a pretty good idea in regards of where maybe to find women that actually likes children. And I have tried it once to actually join and write some messages and all that to different girls and ask them if there's you know if they're single or whatever and all that. And I had one that actually sounded like she was pretty decent. But apparently she had her eyes on someone and all that. So she actually was single, but she had her eyes on someone, and that's fair enough, you know. It's that's kind, you know, I can respect that in the sense that you know, if she already have someone pointed out for herself and all that, yeah, sure, you know, that's kind of yeah. Anyway, that was one of those that I actually felt like that was like sounds like a good girl, you know, a girl that actually would be worth anything, you know. So, yeah. Anyway.
Slaughter. One person allegedly messaged.
Of course, some women want you to actually try a little more and blah 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 blah, but actually, I think it was, and I could, you know, I could also have been a what do you call it, swine or whatever, and just tried further and all that. But hey, I know I can, you know, it's like it's you know, why would I ruin that in some sense, you know? If she actually already have an idea of someone she wants to be together with, well, okay, you know, might not succeed in any way, and I guess then she just lost the chance in regards of. But hey, you know, that's a good question, you know, because she was pretty much single, but I guess she didn't want to close the. But then the question, of course, is what was she seeking? Was she seeking someone that would never have actually? Anyway, I don't know. Whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, I hope she doesn't. Well, I can't say you were or weren't a part of this, but stay safe due to this. Your girlfriend could get arrested for false accusations and murder. Yeah, I guess the medical mafia never goes, and the state government and all that, they just that's just fine to murder people, right? Anyway, I'm sorry, dude. High chance she will. I'm sorry, but I really don't feel for her. She made false accusations that led, I guess, this guy to kill himself.
AJ could be in legal trouble. He acknowledged that, but informed the user he broke up with her. The saga took another twist.
Is it a little back?
He acknowledged that, but informed
a man who had 2 younger brothers and 1 younger sister. His parent broke into his own house to perform CPR. This is insane. It's heartbreaking. Oh, I see here. And I'm sorry, but I really don't feel for her. So she made false accusations that led to an innocent man's death. Okay, he must be 34 years old. That's like 34 years old. That's not any age, you know, that's still a young age for a man. A man who had 2 younger brothers and 1 younger sister. His parent broke into his own house, or into his own home, to perform CPR. This is insane. It's heartbreaking. I broke up with her. I don't know. I broke up with her.
Broke up with her. The saga took another twist as Keegan's mask faced backlash, prompting her to delete the controversial video that fanned the flames of this he said, she said incident. Unfortunately, the damage had already been done. Inquisitor ended his life. and some of the responses were unwarranted.
I really don't know why a man would take his life for, whatever women and all that and whatever bullshit they say on the internet. They can say whatever, and they do, but yeah.
According to those who watched the incident unfold, Keegan's mask allegedly made fun of Inquisitor's deceased body. Bravo07 allegedly posted this video sometime after Inquisitor's livestream ended, with text on screen that read, "Inquisitor dipping before the allegation."
Making several videos like this, the last clip is after Vincent's live ended. They do not line up with his apology. Please save before it gets taken down. Inquisitor dipping before the allegations because he knew something was about to down.
Because he knew the was about to down.
Oh shit, okay.
Keegan and I, Batman, saving Gotham, the COD community, from the Joker, P.S. Bravo also posted this video, making judgments about Inquisitor's reaction to the backlash.
And I firmly believe this person needs to be locked up. It's like what? Whether he's actually or not, what he did on the live stream, it makes him mentally unstable. He needs to be locked up somewhere. He's a danger to himself and many other people.
It's possible they thought the livestream was fake, as Inquisitor was never clearly shown in the frame. But the responses still came as a shock to the community. And amidst the turmoil came the responses from those involved. Keegan's mask defended her actions. "All I did was call Inquisitor out for acting like a pred. Look at my TikToks. Nowhere did I say anything other than the fact it was weird he was speaking to and about minors. What AJ did was wrong."
Speak about minors. Oh, give me a break. 16 to 7 years young. Is that the give me a break. 16 years. Oh, young girls, old girls, whatever. Like 16. Oh, give me a break, 17 years. Oh, give me a break, What did AJ was wrong, but that does not justify his actions. I posted it for others to become aware and used him as an example. Nowhere did I state I wanted him to be injured. No.
But that does not justify his actions. I posted it for others to become aware and used him as an example. Nowhere did I state I wanted him to be injured. In a separate message, she wrote, "At no point did I wish harm against Inquisitor, and it hurts me to hear the news of his passing." Adding she didn't feel responsible for the threats, doxing, and false allegations that resulted from her videos. "I acted on what I was to believe was factual information from someone I trusted, and was used." Continuing, she noted that she removed all posts about the situation from her page. "I wanted to use my platform for good, to expose allegations to find a deeper truth. I never wanted it to escalate the way it has."
So that's just interesting, right? To remove the material afterwards, I don't know, it's just,
Bravo also posted a statement to his profile. "Inquisitor disappeared a week before the drama started, and I could not contact him. If he had an active account, I would have gladly asked for his side of the story. However, I am not the one to blame for this. I was blinded by what I've been told, still by said girls, and tried..."
Trust the girls, right? For so many bullshitting men just trust women, right?
"To make excuses. I take accountability..."
And yet, 16 to 70 old girls, whatever you want. It's like, oh, give me a break with the bullshit. Oh, he talked to 16 to 70 years old girls. So what? So freaking what, Oh, he's a pedophile. What? You're talking to women that are 16 to 70 years old are pedophilia? Are you kidding me? Yeah, do you have the slightest idea of what pedophilia is, I tried the Roman priestess who, fixing with young boys and young girls, okay? Like, this is just rubbish, 16 to 70 year old women,
For what I've said,
young women, they're not, I guess it's wrong to actually call them girls. They're young women,
I agree that my following could have done more harm, but I'm asking
like
you...
how was like in regards of, I remember some of those women that was in the school that were very, very, at that point, ready for, anyway.
Not to say it was my fault he passed, because it wasn't. I feel horrible about everything.
Yeah, women just speak.
May
They
he
just
rest in
bullshit
peace.
around.
Revelations and apologies also came from AJ and Tito themselves, but not before Tito shifted the blame to viewers, alleging AJ tried to end her life due to the backlash. Then came Tito's video.
Well, I guess that might have actually, it seems like that might have been a, where they tried to actually get him,
Okay, so I'm here to talk about my side of the story with the Inquisitor situation.
He started by saying that he and AJ were talking about the situation back in March, but it stopped shortly after. That is, until recently.
She found his account again on TikTok, and she was telling me about it, saying that she wanted to expose him.
He then shared the screenshot of his conversation with AJ and emphasized that he wasn't wanting to ruin Inquisitor's life.
All I'm saying right here is that I want more proof to convince myself that he is a...
But his video took a turn and
pedophile.
pointed the finger at his girlfriend's actions.
I did not tell her to lie. I did not tell her to cross screenshots. I did not tell her to edit things. I am being completely honest with you. I really don't know why